Welcome back to our message from our divine compassionate guides. My name is Julianne Duffy, and my purpose is to live, speak, and seek the truth in all forms to help reconnect us to the highest form of authenticity. As always, my purpose is that these cards and the messages will help heal and serve those that come across them. Today I'm pulling from the Kuan Yin Oracle by Elena Fairchild, and I'm doing a quick one card for today, find out what the guides have for us and what they're suggesting and guiding us. So whenever you see this video, this is your message for that day. Let's get into it. Let's find out what our message is for today. Oh, beautiful. It is the card on the front of the cards, Tai Chi Rising. So this one, your energy field is growing stronger. The more spiritual electricity pulsing through your being. Take time to nourish your nervous system as it adjusts, and be gentle with yourself as you adjust to increasing levels of spiritual potency, which give you more impact to your words, actions, and thoughts. So what this card wants you to remember is that, having a big energy and a high energy does not mean that you have a higher level of consciousness. So there's a lot of people, and that we know this, because when you walk into a room, often you can feel energy. So people can have a very high, potent energy, but that doesn't mean that they're necessarily high consciousness. So when we have an exquisite awareness and a beautiful light, we are able to shine more brightly through a larger energy field. Whatever you have within you, a larger energy field will reveal it with greater gusto. So you have a special light within you, and the elegance, beauty, and refinement of what light wishes to express itself more potently in the world of forms, so that others may receive healing and refine their light too. You may help teach others about the power of gentleness, and force is not required, and that kindness can be the most healing and powerful of all. This is to happen to you more now. Your energy field is growing. It is like having a bigger light globe through which to shine your light so that it is more visible. So as you become more powerful, your words, your thoughts are going to have more potency. So it's a beautiful process to go through. However, it gives you, with this great process, it gives a lot of ability to have to reflect and, take this power for what it is. Because if it has a lot of potency, and you're not in the right mindset. We did pull this yesterday about how the guys were really giving us that guidance that it's time to center ourselves, get our focus with our energy, remove those negative thoughts and those hurdles. So really clearing up our energy systems was really part of that, mostly that message, and why it was so important for us going forward, for our intuitive, our clarity, for our manifestation of this energy. And I feel like this is completely reaffirming the message from yesterday. Again, your energy center is rising. It's going to be up to you in your consciousness level to how this manifests. So we don't want to have it be something that's going to manifest ugliness, negativity, things we don't necessarily want. So it's going to be very important as we're going through, as our energy is increasing and we are being these beautiful light being guides, that we are aware of our thoughts and we are clearing those energy systems so that we can put our energy into the higher thoughts, higher vibrations, the more positive things. So we're creating those, not the negative, because having that high energy, as it states with this card, does not mean that you're necessarily more consciousness, has more consciousness. So we want to make sure our consciousness is in alignment with what we want to create. So going into that positive mindset and, reviewing the things that may be keeping us in those lower vibrations and reflecting, and then finding a way to let those go. So we are getting the right messages from the divine, and we are also manifesting through, even with this card, the Tai Chi Rising, manifesting the more positive, beautiful world that we want to step into. We want to allow ourselves to take this step through this time and make sure we're creating the new world. The new world order is not necessarily bad. It depends on who controls the manifestation of what that new world order is going to be. And if we, the spiritual beings that are these light guides, because if you're watching this, you're here to help guide humanity through this time, it is our duty to become aware of what we're thinking and make sure that our thoughts are in alignment with what we want to create. And it's difficult because you can say, oh yeah, we just let go of that negative thought or that judgment, or not even necessarily noticing some of the more negative things that we have a consistency to do. However, being more aware and taking that moment to even reflect at the end of the day, and then allowing ourselves to heal and forgive ourselves, but becoming aware, because each time you're like, oh, wow, that maybe pulled me into that negative vibration. Now I know. Maybe I have to look at it after, but the more we reflect, the easier it'll become that while we're in that moment, we can reflect in that moment, or maybe by the end of that moment, kind of already realize that we need to change that vibration. So it's very important. The message is being repeated again with the Tai Chi rising. Our energy field grows. Our words and thoughts are more potent. It's like getting used to driving a car with a more powerful engine. So take your time, be careful as you realize the impact of your actions and thoughts, and be careful as you realize I reread the same thing, sorry. That the world, that it comes into the words come into form. So just being aware. That's why I wanted to repeat it twice, because it is so important that we are to realize the impact of our actions and thoughts on the world and the forms that are coming into creation now. I'm sure that's why I wanted to repeat it at least 3 times, right? So do not worry about this. It's about getting and really, again, completely surrendering that the divine has got your back. Ask for that divine help. Know it's right behind you, and that you are human as well, and we are flawed. So it's like that gentleness, which is part of this healing process too. As always, my intention is this does help you for today and the day that you see this message. And as always, have a beautiful day, and please do subscribe and stay up to date with each message. Have a beautiful one. Namaste.